All right, guys, we're gonna go and show you how to use this RV. Right here is your electric jack. This goes up and down and it makes it easier for you to hook on your vehicle. This has a 2 5/16 ball, so make sure you have the right ball size when you come to pick up the trailer. And then just so you know, the 2 propane tanks are located here. To access them, you just lift off this cover, and then there's 2 tanks there, which would be the same as your grill at your house probably. And then there's a valve that points towards one tank or the other. Make sure it's pointing towards the tank that you're going to be using. If that tank runs out, you'll close it, open up the other tank, and change that valve so it points at the other tank. Also, just for your reference, right behind these 2 tanks is the battery box. You shouldn't need to access that for anything, but it's there just as a reference to where that is located. Right here is a large storage area. Inside this storage area, there's some gear. We have the water hose, the sewer hose, and those kind of things. Just make sure we get our gear back. Inside there is a hand crank, and the hand crank operates these jacks right here. Those just spin down. They're called stabilizer jacks. They just help stabilize the RV, so when you're walking around inside, it doesn't wobble so much when you're walking around. It is not to level the RV. It just makes it more stable and more secure when you're walking inside. There's a large awning. Just make sure whenever you're using this awning, it's not windy outside or rainy or stormy or anything like that. If there is any wind, rain, or anything stormy, go ahead and just close this up. And especially at night when you're sleeping, go ahead and close it up as well. To operate the stairs, it's really simple. If they're down right now, what you would do is you just fold them up, and then they're just manual. You'll slide them up, and then to go ahead and pull them out, you do the opposite. You lift up, you pull, and then you'll drop that down. There's also a handrail. To operate this, we recommend you grab the top and the bottom, you lift and spin. So just for safety, when you guys are using it, you want to make sure that's secure. There are some exterior outlets. This is nice for like a crock pot or anything if you set up a table out here. Just remember, none of the outlets or major appliances like the air conditioner will run unless you have a generator running or you're plugged in at the park. There's an exhaust right here. This could get warm, so make sure you don't lean any gear against this. You wouldn't want to melt your camping chairs or something by having it leaning on this. And then as we come around, you have a water tank, a fresh water tank, so you can carry your water with you. To fill that tank, it's located right here. You just unscrew the cap, you're going to fill it up with your garden hose. There's a gauge inside, it's in the bathroom area that says fresh water. If you push the button, it'll indicate which level or how full your tanks are. So just go ahead while you're filling this to watch that, and once it gets close to full, go ahead and turn off the garden hose, and you're all set, and then you just put the cap back on, just like that. This one right here that's orange is actually for cleaning out the sewer tank. So when you're dumping, if you want to hook up a water line here, make sure that the black valve is open and you run some water through it. But this is only at the end of your trip when you're dumping the tanks. This is not the city water connection. That's on the other side, and we'll go over that. You don't want to accidentally fill the black water with water, the black water tank with water on accident. So make sure you're paying attention to that. Right here's a large kitchen area. You just open this up. It's got springs. It'll raise up. It's really nice for hanging out with your family and cooking in the afternoon or evening, or even doing breakfast. As we come around, we're going to look at the slide out area on the other side. These slide outs are large, so just make sure you give yourself plenty of room. They come out about 4 feet. You want to make sure there's not a tree here or a vehicle or kids running around. We recommend you have a spotter anytime you're using the slide outs here. There are 2 dump valves. There's a black water dump and a gray water dump. If you look underneath here, to dump, what you need to do is unscrew this cap, take the sewer hose, you're going to screw it on, and then the other end goes into the dump station at the RV park or wherever you're dumping it. There's a black valve and a gray valve. The black valve is for the sewer. You always want to pull that one first. You just pull the lever out, it comes out gravity fed, then you close it when you're done, and then you'll pull the gray water, and that kind of cleans out that hose and makes it a little bit better. It's always nice too if you can run some water through the hose if you have that with you as well. Right here is your power cord connect. You just screw on the big power cord right there, and then the other end plugs into the generator or plugs in at the RV park to run your interior shore power. This right here is the water, the city water connection. This is where if you're at an RV park, you can plug in and just use the pressure from the city water, and you don't need to run the pump. You just plug in, turn on your stuff, it'll just run just like your house. As well, right here is the hot water heater. This can get warm, so make sure you're not leaning the gear against there. Once again, a camping chair or a tent, you don't want to melt those items. There's an outside shower in case you want to hose off your feet after you're going to the beach or something. That's pretty nice, or if your kids get dirty, you can hose them off. Once again, this is the second slide out. It comes out about 4 feet. Pay attention when those are coming in and out. And then lastly, this is the other door. It's the same storage compartment. It's just a full pass-through, so you can put a lot of gear in there, and it's really nice when you're camping to have access on both sides. Let's go on inside and I'll show you how to use that stuff.